Hi, welcome to Prana Tri. My name is Scott Moore. For the past 14 years, I've been a yoga professional and a triathlete. Today I want to talk about the way that yoga can enhance our performance, can facilitate our recovery, and can make triathlons even more enjoyable. The same way that there are 3 parts to a triathlon, there are 3 areas to focus on in yoga that we can apply to our sport. These parts are the body, the breath and energy, and mindfulness. I want to talk just really briefly about the idea of getting started. A lot of people are really nervous about yoga. They say, I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible. Yoga is not about what you do, but how you do it. And I'm interested in taking this at your own level, at your own pace, just meeting yourself right where you're at. If you're inflexible, be inflexible, but let's start there. Right? If you're really flexible and you're really strong, excellent. These principles are going to give us ways to move beyond our edge in a way that's going to get to know ourselves better. Today I want to do 3 different practices, one for each sport: running, swimming, biking. These are active recovery sessions that gives us an opportunity to recover from our sport fully so we can be more effective in the next day when we train. I also want to do a 30-minute full body practice that we can do on our day off. That's not going to be strenuous, but it's going to give us the edge when we start our next week of training. And then finally, we're going to do a really brief grounding and centering exercise that you can do during your transition periods so that you jump into your next sport really ready to go. You don't necessarily need to have any special equipment for this. Anything on the ground will work fine. I'm using a yoga mat. I've also got a foam roller, our best friend, and a block. You can improvise with whatever you want. And then a blanket. Nothing special, but all 3 of these might help us a little bit in our active recovery sessions. One thing I think that is really important before we start our practice is finding a comfortable relationship to our edge. In all of our poses, let's not create anything that we're going to regret later. In other words, let's take the edge of our pose and back off just a little teeny bit. If level 10 were your most intense pose or stretch you could possibly do, in our yoga practice, let's see if we can take this down to maybe a level 7. As you continue to breathe in that area and you continue to give yourself some space to just be, you'll find your muscles slowly start to loosen up. I think one of the mistakes we make as athletes is to just overdo it a little bit when we're trying to stretch our muscles. It takes time. It takes oxygen. So let's give ourselves both of those as we go into our practice today. Welcome to Prana Tri, and let's see what happens here.